Hey, I'm Ethan, and I'm in my back room of my house. So I'm going to share an idea with you about how to make push-ups harder without adding any weight, without having access to a bar or dumbbells, or if you don't want to go to a gym, or if you are just trying to do something from home, or if you're bored. There's a lot of reasons you might do this, but it's a pseudo-planche push-up. The reason it's called a pseudo-planche push-up is because you're not actually planching, you're fake planching. So a planche would be like this if my feet were off the ground. So it looks like this, right? Gymnasts do that a lot. If you look at the Olympics, you look at the ring routines and the floor routines, you'll see this a lot. So if you can get strong and you work your way towards the kind of things you see gymnasts doing, you'll likely get very strong. And all you need really is a floor and kind of some hard days, some easy days, kind of learn how to, how to make that dish where like some of it's easy, most of it might be easy, some of it's hard. You go back and forth. It just is all you need is a floor and your body. So normal push-up, you might do this. So the pseudo-planche push-up, what you're gonna do is instead of having the shoulders mostly in line with your hands, see how my shoulder is right above my hand? For the pseudo-planche push-up, you are going to go way the heck out here. Yep. I just got done working out, so I'm kind of fried. Now, the wrists. Some people, your wrists are going to hurt. So what you want to do is you can warm them up beforehand. Just turn your wrists over like this. You can try to close your fingers. You can bend your elbows at first. Over time, straighten the elbows. You can curl your fingers in, get more of a stretch. You feel it all up in here. You can turn your shoulders, turn your elbows, right? You can do that. You can do this. You do the same thing on the other side, right? So just hands flat on the floor, turn your elbows. You can stretch your fingers like this, and you can do a number of these things, and it'll help warm up the hands if your hands are hurting. But over time, if you keep doing this movement, pseudo-planche push-ups or just push-ups, your wrists getting down on the floor like that, really good to keep your wrists healthy. Make sure they're flexible enough to make this shape, and this one too. So the pseudo-planche push-up, you might want to do it, like I said, if you don't care for bench press, or if you're just looking for something else, or if you want to be able to do a planche. These will definitely help. You'll also fatigue your biceps a bit more than regular push-ups or than bench pressing, because when you're leaning forward, you're way out here and your elbow is kind of, where a lot of it's the midpoint. It's where a lot of the load goes into the bicep tendon and the front delt. So it's going to strengthen those a bit. Curls are actually functional in this case. It's not just a bro thing anymore. It's like you're actually keeping the tendons healthy so you don't hurt yourself, which is cool. People don't like to hurt themselves. As far as how you actually do it, just do a push-up and lean forward. For me, when I do the push-up like this, my wrists kind of hurt because you're mashing your wrist. So what I would do is turn the thumbs forward like this, right? And then all you gotta do really is do your push-up, but just kind of get up on your toes and push yourself forward. Yeah, and you'll develop finger strength and forearm strength and bicep and front delts a ton, and maybe eventually you'll be able to do a planche. But this is pretty accessible, and I think most anybody can get into it. You can also try doing it with your hands back or to the side. You can push your feet up against a wall. It's kind of a Maltese push-up, but and eventually you could do it on chairs where you're actually floating like this, and you're doing your push-ups that way. A couple things, maybe try to keep the back mostly flat the whole time, and try to lean forward the whole time, even when you're coming back up from the rep. When you come back up, you may want to slide back. So you may be tempted to slide here and then push up like a normal push-up, but The reason you want to do that is because it's easier and we're trying to make this harder. So it's not really that one's right or wrong, but as far as the pseudo-planche push-up, that's what you're looking for. Keep the lean, push with the scapula also. So when you do it, you want to push down into the ground, not like this. You don't want to be like this. You want to push down, push your shoulders towards the floor. So you're kind of spreading your back, not this. You're spreading, right? Pushing your arm in front. Try to do that the whole time. So, like that. Yeah, just give it a go. Cool.